Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Jackson now. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. From the 29, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. It's a loss of 11 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This time Wilson will throw. Steps away to his left. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Got it. That's the way. Check. 59. Come on. 59's mark. Check. 59.
On first down, Wilson. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mac Wilson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Throwing on second and long. Wilson, that's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
A first down carry for Barkley. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On second and 9, Wilson escaped, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Wilson, he is going to find Hill here, and they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Dancing to Wilson. Hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Flush to his right. He completes it to Julio Jones. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And an alley to run. And now look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Russell Wilson, 83 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously a pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off, and it creates a wide open space.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Well, that last run for a first down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
And an alley to run. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Now Cook. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Running for it. Here's Cook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to... And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And those 3 rushing touchdown games in this league, you know darn well, those are hard to come by. They're becoming even harder to come by as the years go by, aren't they?
Isn't that the truth? It doesn't matter what you do in terms of game planning. You may be a run-first team, but you're running against an NFL defense. That's some of the biggest, fastest, best athletes on the planet. Hard to do. Cherish that moment, even as he's eager to add to that total.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. On third down, Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. The 20. There he goes left side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So that one will be accepted. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Not pass. Not pass. Defense.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson flushed out right. Big hold of the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you, boy. 59 Mike. 59 Mike.
Now it's Wilson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, this one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for L.A. 46 yards.
Hey, 0.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job. Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on.